At every other ISM event, whether that's Momentum Conference or Breakaway Camp, you come there to get fed and to walk away from that experience having changed. But today, I want to talk to you about the one ISM event where instead of you coming there to get fed, to get ministered to, you are the minister at this event. You are the one doing the work of ministry. You are the one of doing the act of feeding. What is that event? That's what this episode of the ISM Show is all about. How's it going, ISM family? Welcome to the ISM Show, the show where we help you lead yourself. That is your relationship with God. Lead others. That is you helping disciple the people around you. Give to missions through BGMC and Speed the Light, and live on mission. That is where you do the work of spreading the gospel yourself as empowered by God. And that's what our friends over at Youth Alive Illinois are all about. My name is Zachary Thayer. I am your online pastor for Illinois Student Ministries. And on this episode of the ISM Show, I want to introduce you to my friend, Pastor Travis Wilson. As of this year, he's our new coordinator for the Illinois Fine Arts Festival. Pastor Christy Bennett has done an amazing job over the past few years, but she is now transitioning that role to Pastor Travis. And I wanted to make this video, this episode of the podcast, to introduce you to Pastor Travis, get to know his story and get to know his heart for fine arts. Let me introduce you to my friend, Pastor Travis Wilson.
I am Travis Wilson, and I pastor here in Granite City at GC First. I am the administrative pastor, but for years I participated in fine arts with myself, my children, and our students at our church. Students and leaders, if you will, that are coming to fine arts, they're not showing up to be fed, they're showing up to lead. They're showing up to present the gospel within them in a gift that they hope can be nurtured into something that God can use. And that's the whole point. This is so ministry focused that the intent behind this is to make sure these kids realize that they have value, they have worth, and they have a gift to offer. I was blessed to have been able to make it to the nationals level. But what happened for me in high school turned to more of the ministry aspect and less of the performance. I began to understand the journey. I got in a car accident between my junior and senior year, and I was told I would not survive, let alone do anything extra, and that was in May. And I was supposed to go to nationals, I believe in early July, late July. I wasn't gonna go because I couldn't go. Couldn't breathe right, couldn't sit up, couldn't do all kinds of things. Then my recovery began to go very quickly and very rapidly the right direction. And so my mom just kept asking me, what do you want to do? And 2 weeks later, I decided to sing the song. And I remember presenting it, and I remember the room being so still. And I remember in that moment understanding the absolute nth and the detail, the length of ministry when it comes to providing these gifts that God has blessed us with. Not because I was the best and not because I had something to say and you should listen, but because I had something to offer and I knew what I did. And nobody had to say it was good or bad because I know what God said and I know what He brought me out of and what brought me to. So when I went, I didn't present it in a way to see if I could win. I didn't present it in a way to say, well, at least I checked that box. I presented it in a way to say, hear my heart. That's where my ministry journey really catapulted in my own personal walk with God, understanding the importance of listening to Him and following Him.
And doing it not for the show or for the applause, but doing it because you want to bless and minister to others.
Absolutely.
There's a wide variety of categories. There's really something for everybody.
Absolutely. One of my favorite categories is the songwriting, but I also love ASL, the sign language. The instruments, of course, are always fun. It's kind of up there with the vocals. It's been around for a long time. But the art has really taken off the last few years, and watching what they can do to build this artwork is beyond anything I think I've ever imagined. God's got something for you, and there's things you can do. You just got to start small, and it might take some of these kids just coming with a friend and watching it and then going, oh, I could do that.
If you want to know more, or if you want to come to our Fine Arts Festival this weekend and check it out for yourself, reach out to Pastor Travis. He would love to talk to you about it. Thanks again for checking out this episode. Have a good one.